Does observation truly define reality in physics? Imagine watching a game of billiards and noticing how the balls move. Now think about tiny particles in the universe that behave very differently when observed. It's like they change their dance just because someone is watching. This strange idea is called the observer effect in physics. It's a real phenomenon, especially in quantum mechanics, where tiny particles like electrons and photons act differently when measured. For example, in the famous double slit experiment, particles are fired at a screen through two tiny openings. When no one is watching which slit the particle goes through, it creates a pattern like waves in water. But if you try to observe which slit the particle passes through, the wave pattern disappears. Instead, the particles behave like tiny balls, hitting the screen in a simple pattern. This shows that the act of observing changes how particles behave. But does this mean that just looking at something makes reality change? Not exactly. The change happens because measuring involves physical tools like detectors or sensors. These tools interact with the particles and influence their behavior. It's not about a human mind consciously deciding to change reality. Instead, any interaction that gathers information about a system can cause this shift. Some scientists think that observation might be more than just a measurement. They wonder if the information collected becomes part of the universe itself. Could it be that reality depends on what is observed and recorded? This idea suggests that each observer might see a slightly different version of reality, depending on what they measure. It's a mind-bending thought that makes us question if reality is fixed or shaped by observation. However, most scientists agree that observation influences the state of tiny particles, but it doesn't mean that consciousness creates reality. Instead, the act of measurement involves physical interaction that changes the system. This is one reason why quantum physics can seem so strange and mysterious. It shows us a universe where particles behave differently when watched, blurring the line between what is real and what is observed. So, in a way, observation does play a role in defining what we see, especially at the smallest scales. But it's not just about watching. It's about how measuring tools and interactions change the state of what's being measured. This quirky aspect of physics reveals a universe full of surprises, where the act of observing is intertwined with the very fabric of reality itself.